For the first time in a couple years, the Tigers played at Royal Farms Arena. The Tiger Basketball Report, presented by the Green Turtles, starts now.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and is locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How can you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Welcome to another edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, the Tigers traveled back to the Royal Farms Arena this past Saturday to take on the Morgan State Bears. It was looking great midway through the first half. The Tigers had built up a 14-point lead. Morgan was able to cut it to 5 at halftime. How did you feel after those first 20 minutes?
Yeah, just, we didn't do a good job taking care of the ball. Turnovers, apple, blueberry, you name it. We had them. I mean, I told our guys, we watched film the next day, we played pickup, you versus me, right? And shirts and skins, and I went down. I'll be the skins, obviously, not you. And,
yeah, that's a good idea.
If I went down the court the first 14 times and just threw the ball out of bounds and then gave it to you, what do you think the deficit would be? And amazingly, we were actually winning. So, but we still had 7 in the second half. We didn't take care of the ball and give them credit. They harassed us. We can't really simulate that in practice, but obviously we spend a lot of time on skill work and film and preparation. That's going to carry over. This is the second time that our turnover percentage is way too high in the season. It's way too high. So if we can get that under wraps, then we can get going the way, or we can have the results that we aspire to. But
isn't it kind of odd, though? You have 14 turnovers in the first half, like you mentioned, but you still had a 5-point lead. The second half, you only have 7 turnovers, but they outscore you by 10. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, still, yeah. I mean, free throw line, some of that's off of turnovers. It was 9-1 to start in fouls, which didn't help. But it's just over the, no possession really is. Some get magnified because of time and score, but they're all worth the same amount. And you come back, we had 21 possessions where we didn't take a shot. So that's something. We turned it over 30% of the time we had the ball, Spiro. It's going to be hard to win games doing that. Our guys are aware of that, but we've got to, it's hurt us. Throughout the game. And I'm more and more convinced, the longer I do this, that turnovers and shot selection can crush you defensively. And we're making some strides defensively. We got a chance to be, I think, a pretty good defensive team. But those
teams aren't shooting a high percentage against
No, they're not. They're not. But we're capable of being even better than that. And it's just it's tied together. There's a synergy to that. And like I said, we've got to get where we want to get to. I told them we don't have a big window. There is a window, however, and it starts with getting good shots and taking care of the ball. So, back to the drawing board, and like I said, if we can do that, that is part of the process. You can start to have the results that you want to see.
First time in the last 16 tries that a local school beat you, and now you've got UMBC coming up on Tuesday night. A lot of these guys haven't been here.
Yeah.
A lot of them aren't from Baltimore, so they don't understand. But, could you feel some hurt after that game?
Well, I hope so. We discussed a few things. That hasn't happened a lot here, and like I said, it's every game's a 50-50 game. I think our guys understand that, but it'd be the same thing. Morgan been playing well, and we gave them a chance to run off with the game, and they did. It'll be the same thing. UMBC's got a nice team, good team. A game we could win, but there's certain things we got to do well in order to win it. I think the thing that's frustrating right now is that I think we're getting better, not for long enough stretches, but we are getting better. But we just lost 3 tight ones. And those are ones that, look, if it helps us later on in the year, awesome. That's to be determined whether or not have we learned enough from those, in order to help us later in the year. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So, when regards to taking care of the basketball and get good shots, we hopefully we've learned our lesson.
All right, so you play UMBC Tuesday night at their new arena. They are missing the 2 key ingredients from last year's team that pulled one of the biggest, if not the biggest, upsets in NCAA tournament history. But they come back, 4 guys averaging in double digits, led by Joel Sherburne, who has been around for a while. When you look at this team, how do you compare them to last year's UMBC team?
No, I don't. Maybe not like obviously the kid Lyles did a lot for them, and
Morrow,
good
point
guys.
guard.
But I like their length and athleticism. They're good. They're a good team. They're longer and more athletic than they've been. They've got a junior college guard that can really get to the rim. Good scorer, kid KJ Jackson. But I think the big message coming in: 46% of their shots have been threes. So, that's. I think it's really, obviously trying to simplify the game. There's 2 things coming into it. One, we're on the road, so we got to take care of the basketball. We just saw that Saturday, and we saw it, unfortunately, at GW. And then 2, against a team that takes pretty much 1 out of every 2 shots from 3. We've got to, we can't let them hang. If they hang 12, 13 threes on us, we're going to have to do a lot of other things very, very well. So those are kind of really the big focal points.
Are they a team that's going to press you the way Morgan did?
Not a lot of teams. I don't even know if we'll see anyone that does like that Morgan the rest of the year, to be honest with you. They'll do a little bit like us, some zone pressure. They play differently than that. I think they're a more committed group defensively than maybe they were a year ago. Our guys will be excited to play. We know we have a break coming up, and I'm guardedly optimistic there's a little bit of an edge to us that we've let a couple get out of our grasp here.
All right, so the Tigers will take on the Retrievers Tuesday night at their new arena. I'll have the call for you starting at 6:45 on CBS Sports Radio 1300 and TowsonTigers.com. Then the Tigers take 10 days off for exams before heading up to Atlantic City. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, the 21st and the 22nd. They'll open up against Tulane in the Battle of the Boardwalk. Now, can you name a famous alum from UMBC?
A famous alum from UMBC. No. Tell me. Give me a hint.
Star of stage and screen, Kathleen Turner.
Oh, is that right? I loved her in our War of the Roses. I thought that
War
was
of the
that was a
Roses,
sleeper.
Romancing the Stone.
Jewel of the Nile.
Body Heat.
I didn't see that, Spiro. You're going into uncharted territory.
For the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Tiger Basketball Report, brought to you by the Green Turtle. Have a great week, and as always, go Tigers.